Welcome to this training video on finding and editing media library files. I'm here to guide you through the two different ways to view and manage your media files and show you how to add essential information that makes your content accessible and searchable. By the end of this tutorial, you will know how to navigate between list and grid views, edit file information, and safely manage your media library. Let's get started. Here I have an open window, a browser window for narfe.org. I'm already logged in, and you can tell that because I have a log out prompt. So I'm going to stay logged in. I'm going over to another tab where I have the test site already loaded. And first let's access the media library. So first I have to get to the dashboard. Next, I need to come down the left side until I hover over Media. I can click on Library. Here you can see all my library files. They happen to be in a grid list view, but there's another way that you can look at them. Here there are two small icons. The left one is List. The right one changes to Grid mode. Grid view. List view, grid view. In list view, each file appears on its own row. You can see both the title of the file and the actual file name with its extension, like JPEG for images or PDF for documents. Let's watch what happens when I hover my mouse over any row. Additional action items appear, including an edit button. See them? All right. Both views have their advantages, so use the one that works best for your current task. Let's start by editing a file in grid mode. I'll click on the image. The image opened. Over to the right, I have a block for alternative text and a caption. So for alternative text, I'm going to talk about what people might see. This is extremely important because alternative text tells what the image shows. It serves two critical purposes. First, it helps people who are visually impaired, as screen readers can speak this description aloud. And second, search engines use this text to understand what your image contains. So, for example, this beetle was found at a NARFE meeting. So I might write NARFE members discussing policies at regional conference. But here I'm going to say alternate text, dark beetle, dark colored beetle, hanging on a wall. Below that, we have a caption. This provides more detailed information about who or what is in the photo. Unlike alternative text, captions appear below the image when it's displayed on the website. So here I might say, beetle found at a recent chapter meeting. Now, to close this and save my work, I just click the X in the upper right hand corner, and we can go back to it just to check, and you see my text stayed. Let's go look in list view. Now in list view, I can edit again. It's loading. Sometimes I get ahead of it, and I'm sure you will experience that also. It doesn't do any good to click more than once. Alright, here's the Beetle file. I can go down to the bottom. You can see my alternative text and Beetle found at a chapter meeting are both there. When I'm in list view and I open it to edit, then I have to update. Remember that alternative text and captions should not be the same. Alternative text describes what you see, while captions provide context and detail. Okay, let's go back to the library. Good file management sometimes requires deleting files you no longer need. Let me show you how to do this safely. I'm hovering over the Beetle file and I'm going to click on Delete Permanently. I get a prompt that says you are about to permanently delete these items from your site. This action cannot be undone. Cancel to stop, OK to delete. I want you to be very careful because, as the name suggests, this action cannot be undone. The only way for me to recover this file if I continue with the delete is to re-upload the file. There is no undo button. And now you'll see that it's no longer in the list. Either way. Now while we're on this screen, let's implement the search. So we can search for images, audio, video, documents, spreadsheets, archives, and more. And we can by date query by date that it was uploaded to the media library. Some of these files are old, and these were uploaded in September. So I'll do all dates. Let's say I want to search for a keyword like coins. Oh, and it found my coins. Now, how did it do that? Well, do you remember in the file name, we had coins in a pile. So it was able to locate that based off of that word that was in the file name. Okay? Let's quickly review what we've covered. You now know how to access your media library, switch between list and grid views, add alternative text and captions to make your content accessible, and how to safely delete files when necessary. I encourage you to practice these skills. Try uploading a test file, adding alternative text and a caption, and then safely deleting it using the methods we've demonstrated. Remember, this tutorial pairs with our companion guide, Name and Upload Media Library Files. For additional support, refer to your written documentation or contact your training mentor. Thank you for watching and happy file editing.